So there was this doctor when they put me in the hospital. At first, I thought she was nicer than some of the other staff. Quickly found out was not the case. Um, I forgot what it was she said that insulted me, but it was glaringly, um, you know, rude, and it became obvious that she was going down the path of forcefully medicating me. Um, but simultaneously, she wasn't discussing with me like the medication she wanted to prescribe or anything like that. She was just implying that I was an irrational, excuse me, an irrational human being, and didn't deserve an explanation. And she was going to be uh, basically starting the legal process to forcibly medicate me. Now, obviously, I'm the type of person I'm not going to take that laying down. Devi is neither. She is the type of dog that will come flop on your chest whenever she senses something else is getting attention. But so I protested in the way that I protest. I was rude. I was passive aggressive, and that's pretty much it. Uh, so one of the things I was doing was I was just kind of moving very slowly. So, and I was staring at them through their window in the break room. So basically, all the staff at the hospital on the floor that I was on, they take breaks all the time, and there was about uh, 10 of them in the break room, just sitting around having coffee, and I'm standing outside the break room, just staring at them, just watching them while they just sit around and drink, and it's making them uncomfortable. They want to enjoy their break. They don't want somebody staring at them. So first, Dr. Curly like points at somebody and points over to me, and the guy comes over and he stands and he kind of blocks the mirror or blocks the window, so I can't see her. He's like standing, and then he comes outside. He's like, "You have to move out of here," and I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a fire hazard. We can't have you standing in the doorway. You're blocking the exit if we have to leave quickly." And I said, "Well, if there's a fire alarm, I'll get out of the way quickly. You don't have to worry about that. I won't hold you in here against your will if the building's on fire. I'll move." And, I'm not a permanent obstruction. And at that point, they all rush out of the room. They throw me to the ground. Um, they drag me to a solitary room, and they forcefully injected me with a drug. I don't know what drug it was, but it was done out of retribution. It was done as a mechanism to punish me with chemicals. They wanted to punish me with chemicals, and it wasn't therapeutic. It was obvious, and it's on videotape. And I wasn't being a threat to myself, and I wasn't being a threat to anyone else. And they, at that point, did not have a legal conservatorship to make medical decisions on my behalf. That process had not completed yet. So um, it does look like I'm going to be suing Whiting Forensic Hospital and Dr. Kurly for assault at the very least. Um, she's a girl. She's a relatively attractive girl, but she's a terrible doctor and a terrible human being. There's just no other word for that. Um, it's like if somebody on the subway was like annoying, they're just annoying. You wanted them to shut up and go away. And in order to do that, you walked up to them and stabbed them. you know, there's a reasonable reaction to people who are annoying. And that's usually walking away or ignoring them. When you choose to use violence, and a needle is violence, uh, yeah, it is. If you're using it in that way, a needle is violence. Um, if you use violence to get them to stop annoying you, you belong in jail. You don't just belong getting sued, you belong in jail. But, this is the system we live in. So everybody gets sued, I guess. I hope she personally, I hope I more so than anybody else, because she allegedly is a doctor. Um, yeah, that's a true story. I'm gonna post her true name, and yeah, I look forward to seeing her in court.